Start the call. So is this clear, guys? Beta by alpha. So beta is basically what? What is beta? Beta is h upon f(o). And this is h upon. Is it clear? So basically, this is the magnifying power of telescope. Which telescope are we talking about, guys? We are talking about astronomical telescope, है ना? तो थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना है चीजों पे. Clear, guys? Is it clear, guys? ये वाला डायग्राम आपने नोट डाउन करा था?
Yes, sir.
So this is the magnifying power. Now suppose if I want using lens formula for eyepiece, so I'll just draw the diagram for the eyepiece, nothing else. You know? So suppose this is my eyepiece, this is the focal length of eyepiece, and this is where the object is placed at a distance of UE, right, from OE. So its image is formed somewhere over here, H dash, and this distance from the is basically what? The least distance of distribution. The focal length is FE, right? So can you see the object distance is minus UV, the the image distance is the least distance of distinct vision, the focal length is plus FE, so I can apply lens formula 1 by V minus 1 by U equals to 1 by F. So 1 upon minus D minus 1 upon minus UE is equals to 1 upon plus FE. When I solve this thing, I'll get UE is equals to DFE upon D plus FE. Please don't put signs, है ना? Because I am already putting the signs. And now again the two cases. Case 1. This thing is common, है ना? This thing is common for case both the cases. Is this clear, guys? This thing is common for both the cases. So suppose for this case where the image is formed at least distance of distinct vision, the total magnifying power of the telescope, the complete telescope, not the lens, not the individual lens. It will be basically magnification of objective minus multiplied by magnification of eyepiece, right? Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? So can I write this thing as FO into takes what is the takes कुछ तो should be H upon FO. Yeah, एक second, I think I made some. See, I don't know. ये लास्ट वाला फॉर्मूला मैंने कुछ गड़बड़ कर दी है, मे बी. बट अभी के लिए लिख लो सिर्फ FO upon FE into 1 plus FE upon with a negative sign. You know, I am getting confused in this thing. The notes में कुछ गड़बड़ हो गई मेरे. So for now, just write the formula, ठीक है? हो गया गाइस, ये नहीं ऐसे. Magnifying power of the telescope, if you remember, it was beta by alpha, and it was equals to what? FO upon UE, right? You remember it was FO upon UE. ये यहाँ से इधर से. This was the magnifying power of the complete telescope, FO upon UE. So from here, this UE, I'll place it over here. So FO divided by DFE upon D plus FE. So I can write it as FO upon FE into D plus FE upon D. So can you see D, and it will cancel it out. And we are adding a one minus sign because the final image is, that is how we get it. So the magnifying power of the telescope beta by alpha can be written as this as well. Is it clear, guys? So can you see many formulas? Beta by alpha, FO by UE, and UE also we replaced negative sign because final image is inverted. Is it clear? So this is for case 1. Case 2 में क्या होगा? Case 2 में basically the object distance from the eyepiece will be equals to the focal length. If you remember from this diagram, और ऊपर करूँ क्या? एक सेकंड. So guys, can you see over here in the second case, when the image forms at final image forms at infinity. Can you see the object distance from the optical center is basically equal to the focal length of the eyepiece. U is equals to Fe, and so from here, you remember beta, which is F naught upon UE, F naught upon Fe. If you remember this thing, sorry, H upon UE. याद है आपको guys? H upon UE, beta was H upon UE, right? So since beta was H upon UE, it becomes H upon. Just remember this condition. आपको सिर्फ ये पहली वाली condition से याद रखनी है, and automatically just if you can remember the figure, then automatically your answer will be done. है ना? So this is your beta, and when you'll use the formula, the final magnifying power जो आएगी, m की value आएगी, it will be equals to minus of f naught upon f. There will be no term 1 plus fe upon d or anything like that, right? So this will be the final answer. So anyways, this is your refracting telescope, or basically your astronomical telescope. Is this clear? Is it clear? प्लीज रिमेंबर। तो यहाँ पे मैं नोट करके एक टेबल बना रहा हूँ, राइट दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग ना, नोट, और यू कैन राइट अ समरी है ना, for a compound microscope. Guys, I'm writing this summary, थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखना है ना. This summary will help you to learn about different things है ना. Objective का aperture and focal length. So basically, if I want a compound microscope, then aperture is short and focal length is also short. If we have eyepieces of large aperture but short focal length, ठीक है? And always remember the focal length of objective must be less than f. Clear? उसके बाद में for objective image we know. ठीक है guys? For eyepiece, please remember the image formed by objective will act as an object for eyepiece, right? Case 1, when the final image is at least distance of distinct vision, then the image from objective, इसको ऐसे लिखता हूँ, इसको ऐसे लिखता हूँ. Just a second, guys. Is it clear? This image which is formed at this acts as, so case 1, if you want the final image at least a distance of distinct vision, then this image or you can write image from objective okay. Basically जो आपका distance है, the object distance from the eyepiece should be less than the focal length. Then only the final image will be formed. In this particular case, the magnification formula becomes how much? What is the formula for magnification? Guys, what is the formula for magnification? Which is beta by alpha will be equals to, can anyone tell me? Magnification formula will become, beta by alpha will become minus of V naught by U naught into 1 plus D upon Fe. This is the final formula. And if you remember, this was basically the magnification of objective lens, and this was basically the magnification of eyepiece, right? Is it clear? Case 2 will be, so I'm just writing a summary so that you can understand the whole optical instrument thingy. Final image at कभी infinity चाहिए, then the same thing. Image from the objective shall be placed, control C, control V, at the focus of eyepiece. Basically the object distance from the eyepiece should be equal to f. समझ में आया guys? So again यहाँ पे magnification जो होगा वो बीटा by alpha हो जाएगा and it will be equals to minus of v naught by u naught multiplied by d upon f. There won't be this 1 upon thing, 1 plus thingy. This is the magnification of objective and this is the magnification of eyepiece. लिख लो इतना. This is for compound microscope, right? Is it clear? And where does this 1 plus d upon fe formula comes from? It comes from the formula for simple microscope. Is it clear? And similarly, for astronomical telescope, सबसे पहले ऑब्जेक्टिव एंड आईपीस की बात कर लेते हैं. The aperture. What is the aperture, guys? Objective is of large aperture and large focal length. Eyepiece, sorry, large aperture and large focal length, whereas eyepiece has a small aperture and small focal length. Is it clear? Guys, can you see the difference between both of them? Is it clear? Now again, the same thing. What will be the magnification power? Magnification power will be beta by alpha, and this will be equals to f naught upon u. That will be the formula for magnifying power or magnification. And case 1, image, final image at least distance of distinct का भी चाहिए. Then image from objective lens shall be placed. Again अब तो clear हो गया होगा ये तो. Shall be placed between the optical center and the principal focus of this particular thing. UE should be less than FE. Can see the same case. And यहाँ पे जो मैग्नीफाइंग पावर हो जाती है वो आपका बीटा बाय अल्फा एंड दिस विल बी इक्वल्स टू एफ नॉट बाय यूई एंड यू कैन राइट दिस फाइनल थिंग एज प्लीज रिमेंबर माइनस साइन के साथ है ना, with a negative sign. Why negative sign? Because final image is real and inverted. So f naught upon fe into 1 plus fe upon d. Final image at infinity. If the final image is at infinity, then यहाँ पे UE is equals to it. So this is the final formulas, guys. I have made you write all these things. लिख लो. So that's it. please write the whole thing. Let me just zoom it out for you people. And let me download something for refracting telescope. You don't have any numerical part for the reflecting telescope. I sent it to myself. I remember. Guys, whenever you're done, just tell me, you know. Guys, ये लिख लिया सबने?
Yes, sir.
So with that, I'm done with your whole syllabus of ray optics. We'll start with wave optics very soon. Now see reflecting telescope, guys. Can you see a reflecting telescope over here? Can you see a cylindrical box is over here? And basically what happens, there is an objective lens and a, you know, if you have this thing, a refracting telescope, then can you see there is an objective lens and an objective eyepiece. Both are lenses, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
But what is the problem in the case of refracting telescope? In case of, do you remember this objective was basically of large aperture? Objective lens was basically large aperture, right? Yes or no?
Hmm.
And we know this particular thing. Whenever there is large aperture, the rays won't be paraxial. If the rays won't be paraxial, will they meet at focus? Yes or no? We know this particular thing. Since the objective in the case of refracting telescope, it has a large aperture, and whenever large aperture will be there, the rays will be not paraxial, right? Hence the image won't be formed at focus. Due to this, the refracted ray will not form a sharp image. The reflected rays will not form a sharp image at the focus. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Due to this, aberrations occur. What is this spherical aberration, or basically the aberrations? I'll just give you the definition, please. अभी मैंने reflecting telescope पे start ही नहीं किया है ना. I'm just giving you the advantage of reflecting telescope over. Hello. I'm giving you the advantage of reflecting telescope over refracting telescope, है ना? Now, what are these spherical aberrations, guys? Hello. So please remember, this is a phenomena in which light rays from the outer part of a large apertured lens converges at a point in at a point other than focus, due to which the image formed is blurred and unsharp, right? So this thing is basically called as spherical aberrations. It happens in the lenses which are having which are having bigger apertures. Is this clear? Is it clear, guys? Shall I download
Yes,
one
sir.
photo for you for spherical aberrations? Spherical aberrations images. So guys, can you see this? This is a converging lens, and can you see here there are no aberrations because it has short aperture. But if the lens is big, then due to aberrations, this will happen. So can you see this? Guys, can you see this? This happens because of spherical aberrations. Apart from this, guys, ये clear है क्या? Spherical aberrations clear? Guys, is it clear? Apart from this, there is something called as chromatic aberrations as well. What are these chromatic aberrations? We know this particular thing, light disperses into its 7 component colors, right? Yes or no? So different color bend differently from the same glass, from the same lens, right? We know this particular thing. I told you Cauchy's equation, if you remember. The refractive index depended upon the wavelength, right? And does anyone remember this? Cauchy's equation, the refractive index was dependent on the wavelength. Yes? Cauchy's equation याद है किसी को? बताया था मैं. So basically what happens, the focus for different colors is different. So basically क्या होता है कि जब light ray, if you incident white light splits and different colors form images at different point. So basically in this type of aberration what will happen, यहाँ पे क्या होगा, जो कलर है वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाएगा. Are you getting my point? Here the intensity was getting distributed because the sharp image was not formed. अलग अलग point पे अलग अलग image बन रही थी. Here colors भी different हो जाएंगे. तो these type of aberrations are called as chromatic aberrations, है ना? ये सब है आपके syllabus में, spherical and chromatic aberrations. Is this clear? So now to avoid this whole aberration thingy, spherical aberrations, we use a reflecting telescope. Is it clear, guys? Guys, is it clear what is the reflecting telescope? So basically to avoid all these aberrations in the case of refracting telescope, we use this reflecting telescope. ये डायग्राम बाद में बना लेना आप, है ना. Make this diagram on your own. So now see over here, guys, what is happening in the case. Can you see the object is at infinity? Can you see there is a hollow cylindrical shell, guys? Can you see there is a hollow cylindrical shell, right? Here no lens, there is no lens over here. Can you see, guys, there is no lens. The light ray can come directly without refracting anywhere, right? So the light ray will come over here. In spite of having an objective lens, we have a objective mirror. I think we have written it over here. No? Can you see, guys, there is an objective mirror, right? Guys, in spite of having objective as a lens, we have objective as a concave mirror. Large focal length and large aperture. Now, what is the plus point of using a mirror in case of no spherical or chromatic aberrations due to a mirror? एक सेकेंड. ठीक है. क्या ये क्लियर है क्या? In case of mirrors, there is nothing called as aberrations, because mirror कभी भी aberrations नहीं दिखाता, right? Hello, guys, can you hear me? Hello. So this is the advantage. It uses a spherical mirror, due to which there is no aberrations formed. No spherical aberration, no chromatic aberrations. So that's why using a reflecting telescope avoids that aberration thingy. Okay. And now can you see from here the light which is coming from that distant object, it gets reflected over this plane mirror over here. Can you see this plane mirror is at an angle 45 degree? Can you see this angle is 45 degree? So basically the light ray reflects from this end, the light ray reflects from this end, from here it goes like this, from here it goes like this, and basically here you have an eyepiece of short focal length and short aperture, and here you place your eye. Is it clear, guys? So basically this is what happens in the, guys, is this clear? दिक्कत इसमें ये है, refracting telescopes can be compact. Have you seen the one which sailors have, the one with the two lenses, right? अरे Pirates of Caribbean में सबने देखा होगा ना. There is this thing, telescope, right? So these are the refracting telescope which generally people use. These reflecting telescope, they are basically very bulky. They are like of a very huge size, because they want lots of light rays to come through here, right? Yes or no? We want large amount of light rays to enter into and then converge, so that the intensity becomes a little bit more, right? Is it clear? So only disadvantage of this thing, only disadvantage is the intensity of images, intensity of final images less. So to increase intensity, the diameter of the tube is kept, the diameter of tube is kept very large. so that more light can enter, right? Is it clear, guys? Guys, is it clear? समझ में आया reflecting telescope? Any doubt? Guys, did you understand? समझ में आया, guys? नहीं आया?
Yes, sir.
So this is your reflecting telescope. The last heading is basically uh, a terrestrial telescope. Basically, terrestrial telescope is same as used to see local objects at a distance, far away distance. Please remember, guys, if you want to look into your neighbor's house, see what exactly they are doing, so you won't be using an astronomical telescope, right? Because that distance is not that much far away, right? So if you want to see in your neighbor's house what exactly they are doing, in spite of using a astronomical telescope, use a terrestrial telescope. What is the difference between a terrestrial telescope and a astronomical telescope? I'll just draw the diagram. एक second. Yes, guys. Can you see what is the only difference over here? Can you see this arrangement and this arrangement is exactly the same thing as? Oh, sorry. This arrangement and this arrangement is exactly the same as astronomical telescope. But in place of this, inside this particular thing, you introduce one more lens. Can you see over here? In between objective and eyepiece, we introduce one more lens. Guys, do you remember? In the case of a refracting telescope, this image which was formed, it was inverted, right? When you are seeing heavenly bodies, those bodies are spherical. Right or wrong? Hello? When you are seeing heavenly bodies, those bodies are generally spherical, right? तो तुम उसको उल्टा देखो, सीधा देखो, does it matter? No. But if you want to see in your neighbor's house, so if everything appears to be inverted, then कुछ मजा आएगा क्या? नहीं, right? So basically what do? You apply a little bit logic and basically erect this image. Can you see? The image which was formed at H dash, you use the erecting lens to erect it. Same sized image, same everything. Can you see a same sized image is formed to produce an upright image of the object. So in between objective and eyepiece, we introduce one more lens to produce an upright image of the object, which will be producing the final image in the eyepiece. So basically, for this, the lens used is called as erecting lens. And can you see over here, the image from objective lens is placed at 2f for the erecting lens. So it's upright image. Can you see the image was basically over here, guys? Can you see this image is formed over here, and this distance is basically twice of f1. So if this is the object, this is the length, so its image will be formed at twice of f1 only. But can you see the object's image is getting inverted with respect to object? Object was down, so image got up, right? So basically, with the help of just this length, you just inverted the image. That's all. That's the only difference. And now if you want to form it at distinct vision, or if you want to form the image at infinity, you'll use the same formula as eyepiece or the previous refracting telescope. So that is what happens. So it's a upright image gets formed. So that's the only difference between a terrestrial telescope and a guys, hello, terrestrial telescope and a this thing. Now the last thing is something. There is one formula given in your school notebooks: resolving power of a telescope or a microscope, whatever it is. It's given something like that. So always remember the resolving power of a telescope or a microscope is basically 1.22 times d by f, ऐसा करके कुछ लिखा हुआ है. Now there is some formula given in your school notebooks. मेरे को भी याद नहीं है, but एक बार ये पढ़ना, because I don't remember it exactly where what was this thing. ठीक है? There might be some formula like 1.22 something, 1.22 d by lambda, something like this. I don't remember exactly, but it's something like this, So please check it out in your school notebooks. Anyways, with this thing, I'm done with your optical instrument, and with let's start with waves. Guys, is it clear? I'm done with ray optics. एक बार go through the whole optical instruments. Take a 2 minutes break. I'll be back. And 2 minutes में एक बार go through the whole optical instrument. See whether if you have any doubt or not. ठीक है? ये वाला part I'm giving you as a homework, so that at least you go read through it. From the NCRT. Even I need to go through it, so I don't remember exactly what was it. But इतना पता है, resolving power is basically the minimum power of the telescope where two images can be separated distinctively. So उसका कुछ something related with this formula is there. So anyways, we'll start with wave optics. Acha, by the way, how many pages do you need to leave after this? I think I've already made you made you leave some pages during that thing, na? When we finished lenses and all. When we finished lenses, did you leave some pages? Guys, did we leave some pages when we... Huh. So we left some pages for this, right? Okay. New section after this will be wave optics. Sorry guys, just take 5 minutes break and go through the optical instrument. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Hai na? Go through whole optical instrument, see whether if you have any doubt or not. Then we'll start with wave optics today. Chalo guys, then shall we start with the optics?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Acha, guys, I'm leaving the meeting 1 minute, and I'll make someone else as host, so that, the recording for wave optics will start. है ना? एक second. Stop sharing and